find something here. Morning miners, Pakratt here again, and I'm here on the SMP server with my semi-regular, not so very often SMP LP that I haven't done in a very long time. Which, by the way, I am quite sorry about. I can't really help it though. IRL has been taking priority for a little while. I've just been really busy with a play that I was working in and some other stuff that I had going on. I got another project I've been working on too. But I'm back. I'm here. I'm showing you what's going on. And, well, one of my main problems lately has been coming up with something that I can actually videotape and talk to you guys about. So, here's one thing. This is the thing that I've been kind of working on. I've been afraid to go any further because if I go any further, I'm not going to keep you guys involved. So here's what this is. This is my double zombie spawner. I've never actually shown you guys this on video. Well, actually, technically, I showed it in my last video. For all of those who saw that, the pillar was actually about right here. It actually really confused me too. The 4 torches that were sitting there, I couldn't figure out for the life of me the next time I logged on why there were 4 torches in the middle of the floor. It took me quite a while to figure that one out. I just kind of ignored it until I figured it out, though. So, at any rate, the reason that this thing looks the way it does is this is actually a Mark II. I've actually built this before, and it originally was set to that as the ceiling, and so on. And that one, and the giant hole that you see right here didn't exist. See, what I did is I originally had this set up so that they went up these here tubes right here, all the way up to a height of 23 and dropped down into this spot right here. And I was able to whack them and have their stuff come out the bottom and, a generally good experience trap. But it had problems. Now, for those of you who've made these things before or have any idea what you're talking about, you're probably going to already know one of the main problems that I had right off the bat. And that was this tube right here. Now, I originally designed this because I thought it was really, really cool how I had it right in the middle here, and I could have glass tubes that went straight up, and I could watch them. It was really sweet looking because I could just stand. There's a spot next to the second spawner up there that I could just sit and just watch them climbing it next to each other. And it was hilarious. I loved that spot. But it also is the biggest problem that I had with this thing. You see, those of you guys who know what you're talking about, like I said, let's see if you guys can know what I'm going to say the problem was before I even say it. I'll give you guys a second to shout at the screen or speak to yourself or just nod your head. Good? Got it? Okay. This is within the spawn radius of these 2 spawners. So whenever they were going up this here tube, they wouldn't spawn in here, or at least not as many. So that is an obvious inherent flaw in the design. This is a first attempt really at me doing that, so it was a good attempt. It actually worked. It worked fairly well. The second problem I had was the fact that zombies are armored. It was actually believed for a little while when they first updated the health systems and all that for the mobs that zombies didn't actually have the same amount of health as all the other mobs. They thought that they had 22 health or 11 hearts instead of the 10 that most of the other mobs have. That was incorrect. They're actually armored, and the reason that's important is because it's actually impossible to drop a zombie straight down in one shot and be able to drop. Okay, thank you, tongue. Be able to drop a zombie straight down anymore and be able to kill it in one shot with your fist. Now, I figured out a way around that. We'll get to that later. As far as what we're doing down here, see, what I've actually decided to do is I decided to bring them both down to the same level. Yeah. I'm not really sure why I decided to do that, but I wanted to do that. So I dug them both down to, I don't even remember what this is, like 15 or something like that. It's, okay, this is 10 right here. So yeah, that's actually where the lava is. I don't even know why I'm bringing it to that level. I just kind of wanted to for no particular reason. Now, as you can see, these two actually line up really, really well. The actual line is which one is it? I think it's this line. This line right here. Oh, which I actually had to move. See, I actually had this wall completely dug out, but I filled it back in because the zombies don't actually spawn there. Also, for those of you who know what you're talking about, you're going to know this ahead of time, but as it's been stated, zombies or spawners spawn at a corner of the spawner, and then they go out for that way, blah blah blah. And the corner is actually determined by the 0 point. So it's actually only an 8x8 area, not a 9x9 area that they spawn in. So I filled this one in, and I actually haven't looked at it since then. So I didn't even know that it's slightly off alignment, but it's still pretty close. This line right here is the dead center. It's just now 2 wide instead of 1 wide, which is somewhat unfortunate, but very livable. Unfortunately, it seems to go through some lava here that I already obsidianized, and, well, I don't have a diamond pick on me. But that's what I'm doing here. Since the Jim's had to get rid of his double spider spawner, I haven't really been able to enchant a whole lot lately. Now, he has gotten his Nebrus's quad spawner working. I haven't visited it. I have not yet visited that yet. And frankly, I figured, well, I should probably have one too. So here we go. Time to build one. So here's what the plan is. We're going to take them, and we're going to go ahead and, where's that center line again? Center line is here, and they meet up. I think they meet up. They're designed to meet up here. So let me think. Now, I could always move that spot because we got to go in a straight line, one either this way or this way, since that's where the actual centers are. Now, I don't have to. I could always just do the lines this way. In fact, I think I might. I mean, they're close enough. So, yeah, let me look at this. We got the trench here. We've got 1, 2 that way, and we got 2 that way. So, oh, it's still uneven, isn't it? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, it doesn't really matter. I can just pick a trench and stick them in it. I could just have this one go over here, going into a trench this side, and just have them meet up over here somewhere. It doesn't actually matter. This is far enough down where it's not going to matter at all. Now, as far as the actual plan for why I got this down so far, see, as you guys probably know, if it's dropped below 4 blocks from the spawner, they can't see the zombies after that point, so it'll keep spawning like crazy. So what I need to do is I need to drop them down that far, then I need to move them over to a tube going up around behind here somewhere, and then just basically shift them over and plop them down. Now, like I said, you cannot have them drop down and take all but a half a heart damage in one shot. So here's my plan. I'm going to drop them down in 2 shots. I'm going to basically have them drop down so that they've dropped 23 blocks, or what is it? Well, however many blocks it takes for them to get down to one heart, because you could get them down to 2 hits, just not 1 hit. And I'm going to have that be where it ends up being 4 blocks at that point. So, and then I'm just going to have I have a piston that is attached to it's either going to be attached to a button that's right there, or I'm just going to have a lever that I push and have it push them all out and have them drop down, and, well, you get the idea. They'll drop down that and take an extra half a heart of damage, meaning that I will be able to then hit them in 1 hit with any object and kill them. Now, the reason that I actually care about doing this as a zombie spawner, why I really love this thing is, now, if you guys recall, I do have a double spider spawner over at the Guudland that I could have used for this, but Well, they kind of have inherent problems. For one thing, spiders climb walls. They're annoying. They're difficult to deal with. Zombies do not. And that includes both spiders. The little bitty cave guys and the big ones. The big ones actually have an advantage where you can actually make it really easy to hit them without them hitting you because they have a different shape than your body. And that is kind of cool. But well, these guys are just so easy to deal with, and they're so abundant everywhere, and, well, they're easy to move. That's the real beauty of it, the zombies versus the spiders. They're really easy to move. That's their first major bonus. Because you could send them up a straight shaft without any difficulties whatsoever. They're not going to climb any walls on the way when you're dropping them down. They're not going to get stuck in this block or in that block because they're like you. They're too tall, so you can be moving them on the level below, and they'll be breathing on the block above. They're not going to drown. It makes them much easier to work with. So that's what we're going to be doing. The other not so main benefit, but a minor benefit that you get from the zombies is the fact that they drop zombie flesh. Now that sounds really stupid as a reason why, but if you think about it, if you take zombie flesh and you're holding it while you're hitting them, and you start to get hungry because you're hitting things, and that causes you to get hungry much faster. You're already holding something that you can eat. So all you got to do is then eat it and just continue hitting. That is the only mob in the game that spawners come naturally from. Obviously, you could argue like pigs and all that junk, but it's the only thing in the game that you can actually get something to help you sustain whacking them for, well, however long you need to hit them for. And I kind of like that. It's kind of cool to just sit here and just hit them like that and hold down right click and keep hitting. So that's what the plan is. Now, as you can tell, I have gotten a lot done. I did dig this out. I filled in the walls that I thought needed to get filled in, and I also added lighting. By the way, I actually messed up other than lighting originally. I tried, if you see the blocks right here, I tried putting it in the corners in one spot, and I put one block of what is it? The lanterns right there, glowstone lanterns right there. I don't even remember what these things are actually supposed to be called anymore. What is it? Redstone lamp, whatever. I actually had them in these corners here, and I figured that would be enough light. I miscalculated. There are 2 blocks in the middles where they could spawn still. So I had to reposition them and setting them up so that they're directly across from the spawner, as long as the room is the 8x8 construction with it in the center, seems to completely kill the spawns. I've been talking to you this whole time, and you haven't heard a single thing spawn, right? So it seems to work then. How am I walking here? Honestly. Is that from the ladder? Huh. That's weird. Okay, but yeah. And it works up there too. You haven't heard you've heard skeletons this whole time, which I don't even know where they are. I think they're like right on top of my head or something like that, or right down here. I know there's one down here somewhere. But so, anyways, that's the plan. I'm gonna go. Another thing. Obviously, we're gonna have to stop them from dying, and I have 2 ways of stopping that. Two plans about that. The first is going to be using these things. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to be actually flooding this entire area down here with water, obviously, because that's how we always move the zombies and stuff like that around. But in addition to that, I'm going to be putting buttons all the way across here. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing that is because that's going to be a slight buffer to keep them from taking damage on the way down. But that's not all. What I'm actually also going to be doing is putting in a water break above it. Now, I'm going to make it so that they can float on this level, so they'll be on that level. Then you have the signs here and the water break here. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, because evidently it's a thunderstorm upstairs. Doesn't really matter. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is it's actually extremely important that they take no damage at all in the journey. And I cannot guarantee what height that they're going to spawn at. Because the way this is set up, Yeah, thank you so much, Thunderstorm. I really needed to hear that in the middle of recording, but whatever. I'll just kill the sound if it starts to bug me. But the way this is set up, they can spawn at any point on these levels. They can spawn on that level, or that level. All three of them. And because of that, that means that they can drop from 3 separate heights. Alright, yeah, enough of that. That should kill that. I'll just turn it on in a minute when I'm done recording with you guys. It's just an annoyance right now. But you can't really guarantee what height they're going to drop at. So I can't set up an exact height for them to fall onto. So I want to make sure that they are going to be safe. And I think the buttons will just help with that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig out a trench to go along this wall here so I can send them that way. And I'm going to cover the entire bottom of both of these with buttons. Then it's time. Then at the end of this, I'll catch up with you guys after I've dug a tunnel straight up. All right, so I'll see you guys later on. Okay, real quick, guys. The tube that I dug actually came out over an island, which actually really surprised me because this is actually at my valley trap. So the fact that there's land nearby means that I'm actually really near to Etho's house right now, which I believe is right over there. Yeah, if I walk that way a little bit, we would probably start to see his giant cube render or something like that. But we're not going to go there right now. What I wanted to show you guys right now is, I don't know if Ethos showed this one or not. I didn't actually see it on a video. Is the 3-headed sheep. Evidently, this sheep somehow spawned in the middle of a leaf 3 times. That one confuses me. I don't know how that one occurred, but that's entertaining. So I thought you guys might want to see that. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and cover this back up and dig back down again, because obviously this is a little higher than I need to go. Back with you guys again in a bit. All right, guys, definitely some progress has been made here. I thought I'd give you guys an update. So I showed you guys that I did make the tunnel all the way to the top. That I'll show you guys in a minute. I've actually tested this quite a few times, and I don't think that on this one's height I'm going to need to put signs here, because I've jumped this a ton of times and I've yet to take any damage whatsoever. So I'm going to say that this one's actually good to go. And as you can see, I did do the button thing all the way across. And actually, I need to get one more button before we go any further, because I need one for the bottom of the man, me and words are not good friends today. Bottom of the shaft, whatever this is, the tube that's going up. I needed a button for that, and I still got some of this. You might as well just carry the rest of it on me too. And for no reason, we're gonna make it in here. Okay. So obviously this works fine. Still haven't taken damage. This comes along here, pushes into this little tube, which pushes along this way into this one, which is the exact same design, although on this one, I am going to have to go make signs for all along the top here. I think I'm going to make them, let's see, they're going to be jumping around up here, and I don't want them to be able to jump up into the water. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. We're going to put the signs here, 3 above. Yeah. So that's so the water is over. So there's a gap of 3 high before we hit any water. So we can actually put 1, 2. Yeah, right on this level. We're gonna put the signs. Yeah. But anyways, they can then come down through here, land in this, and they'll go start going down this tunnel. And I'll go ahead and put hold on. Let me put the simpler F3 on here. By the way, I ran into a little pond down here, which is kind of unusual for this height. Yeah, okay, let's not drown showing you. Yeah, right here. This is at here. You can see it. I'm currently at Y 8 and 9, so this is 8 down at this level. So the actual height of this is 7. This is below the lava level, which is kind of unusual. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. It's just an oddity. Just thought you guys might possibly want to see that. It was just really weird because I was digging along here and I was finally getting to the point where I was going to make this turn here, and I'm just looking at the XZ coordinates, and I'm like, okay, 21, 20, 19, fell straight down. That was really strange. And yeah, I just wanted to share that little moment of awkwardness with you, because I found it strange. Anyways, all right, so here we are. This is going to be the tunnel that goes up. And if you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen a few videos. This is an etho trick that I saw. I mean, I'm sure he showed other people this one. Or I'm sorry. I'm sure he learned this from other people. But where you have them be pulled in a little bit before they go upwards. I guess it does help a little bit. And it does make sense. It makes it so that they don't like stop here or something like that. It pushes them so that they're going to start going straight up the shaft without getting drowned. But that's where the shaft is. And I thought I made this one the simple one. There we go. Okay. So that's where it is. And you can see it's along the 1719 on the Z, and it's at 1032 on the X. The Y isn't going to matter for this because we're more worried about the distance away from the spawner itself. And we're going to go take a look at that right now. I'm pretty certain that it's far enough out there. I know it's far enough out there because the actual stopping point is at 1719. Yeah, it's actually at 1719 along that axis that way. And we're going up behind it right now, so that's kind of the point of what we're doing here. But what we're going to have to do now is I'm just going to give you guys the coordinates when we get up there, and we're going to have to go get some wood. Like I said, we're at the valley trap right now, so I got supplies like crazy. Just need to head on over there. Okay. Going up. Oh, and in case you're curious, yeah, it works. They'll despawn before we get back, probably, so. And if not, I mean, there's zombies. I can kill them pretty easily. It's not that big of a deal. So, okay, so here is the XZ for here. So, the actual point that they're going to follow is 1040, 39, 30, 1038 is where they're going to be dropping. And you can see, shut up, zombies. The Y is going to be 21 at the block where they are hitting down eventually. So we're going to have to go figure, let's see, 21. Let me just break a few of these while we're going along, too. I'm going to make an enchanting room here, of course. So, going to need a lot of this. If we're going with 21, we got to add 4 to that and then add 23 on top of that. So that's 23, 4. We're going to go up 20. You have got to be kidding me. I've been playing for like at least a half an hour, 45 minutes without any problems. And as soon as I start recording again, there's another thunderstorm. Okay, that's just ridiculous. All right, hopefully when we get back to the valley trap, it's nighttime and I can sleep. Okay, so we're going back here. So I got a 25 to the height of 22, so that's 47. Okay, so I got to take it up to a height of 47 when we do this. All right, so that's not that big of a deal. Okay, loving the lag. There we go. And evidently there's a slime over there somewhere. Doesn't matter. The other thing that we got to get is we need to get ourselves some melons. So let's go ahead and just... I haven't had melons in a long time either. But I'm out of food right now, so... I mean, that's what this is for, right? Backup supply. I just don't want to be eating the zombie flesh right now. That's for when I need it, you know? Let's see. Wood. Here. And I forgot how. Let's see. I need 64 of them, so I'm gonna need. Yeah, I'm gonna need about 1.5 stacks, so that should be fine. Okay, let those missed one. Excuse me. There we go. Go ahead and chop these on the way. So, I'm probably going to have to experiment a little bit with the zombies to make sure that I got the height right. I could probably do that in single player without much difficulty. All I got to do is take them up to... I forgot to sleep, didn't I? All right, let's go back here real quick. See, when we went over there, of course, it stopped thundering. Oh, can't go that way. Low bridge. Going back here. Yes, it is night. And wake up. There we go. All right, let's keep going. All right. Just deciding if I should be picking these up for anything. Nah. Okay, continue. So we're going to be going up to a height of about 45 or something along those lines, and then we're just going to have a little channel to bring them over to the other point, drop them down to, what was it, 39? No, we're going to drop them down to 38 and then have a piston that pushes them over to 39. That's the plan. Okay, let's go ahead and deposit these real quick. I got quite a few already, but there we go. I don't even remember how many I need for a full set of bookcases. I don't really care. I'm just hitting that as I go by. Extra is extra. I'll just bring it back to my storage and, well, store it. I'm probably going to put the enchanting room... Well, that's a lovely little drop there. I'm so bad at aesthetics. I just don't really care. I'm probably going to put the enchanting room like right here. It's going to be outside of the spawning range, but that's okay. It's close enough. I could always just make it so I can enchant from right here and just put the bookcases right here. It doesn't really matter. So, in fact, I might do that. Make it so I can stand here and have them still spawning or in the range, and just stand here and be able to enchant. Because that's the actual. This is the shape right here that the bookshelves can go in, and right there can be the enchanting bench. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to go with. All right, so I'm going to get back to this. I might call the episode here. I might continue it later on. Haven't decided yet, but I got a lot done today. All I got to do is do some single player testing, and come back here and put it together. So I'll either see you guys in a minute or next time, but I'll just add on to this one episode on the end later on. I'll see you guys a little later. All right, guys, we're here in my test world, and I am getting extremely frustrated, as far as I can tell. And I'm so glad we did testing first. If we did not do testing first, I would have not figured this stuff out, and I would have gotten really, really angry later on. First of all, I tried dropping them. I started by just dropping them by 23 blocks, okay? The nice, simple thing. And I knew it would happen. You drop him 23 blocks, he takes 2 hits to kill with your fist. That I knew. That's the obvious part. After that, I was like, okay, so let's take him up to here, to I think 24, 25, 26, 27 blocks. Stop him at 4 from the bottom, so like that. And then drop in the extra 4, so now he's got down to half a heart. Yeah, no, that didn't work. He still took 2 hits to kill. Actually, I think on that one, hold on, let's see. Let's just get rid of this guy right here. Let's get rid of this guy the easy way. Makes more sense. So we were at the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Up to here. You throw him in here. Drop him like so. So he should have 1 heart left at that moment. Just get rid of the killer. Drop him again. Yeah, dies. Okay, so that doesn't do it. So I tried dropping him. I put this one here. Did the same thing. Dropped him. Did the exact same thing. Took him down to the 1 heart left, or the one health left to half a heart. Yeah, no, still 2 hits. So I tried basically everything that I could possibly think of. I tried dropping him from a total of 3 times, I believe. So I dropped him here, then put him in here, dropped him to here, dropped him to here, and dropped him down to here, and down to here. And he still died every time, or he was down to two hearts. It doesn't matter how many times you drop him. Dropping him will not reduce him down to half a heart. You can't do it. So I tried doing it other ways. I tried doing the piston approach. Again, I made it so he took so he screamed 19 times, down to half a heart. Hit him, still 2 hits. I tried doing until 20, still died on the 20th hit. I tried using... I even tried going so far as to, if you look at what I got going on here, I even went so far as to taking a zombie, taking him up, and dropping him 4 blocks 20 times. First I tried the 19. It took 2 hits to kill him. Then I tried the 20, and he died instantly. It's impossible. Now, even right now, I went along and I made potions, and I tried doing other methods. I tried using an instant health potion. Now it will kill him, but it won't get him down to the point where you can do the 1-hit kill. Or at least I wasn't going to try that because it's an inexact science to do that. That's good for splash damage. That's about it. I tried using poison. They're immune to poison. I tried instant damage. They're immune to instant damage. I even tried a regeneration potion, and believe it or not, they are immune to a regeneration potion. It does not act like a poison. And frankly, even if it did, I don't even think it would freaking work. So, best I can tell, it is completely... I just realized how low my sound volume was here. Hold on. Now that should match the rest of the video. Sorry about that. You probably didn't hear that zombie screaming any of those times. But it doesn't matter. Best I can figure out, it is impossible to bring a zombie to a point where you can kill him with a single fist. Which sucks. Yeah. Well... Now, I know you guys are going to suggest some obvious stuff in the comments. Don't suggest fire. I'm not going to try burning them down to 19 hearts. Best I can figure what happens is that I've said before that they're armored. So best I can figure is that armor is set up to... is set up so that it's only armor protection against you hitting him. And it will only... deflect just enough damage to make it so that half a heart of damage will not take damage when you hit him with your fist the first time. The only way to make this work would be to probably make it so that you hit him up there, then drop him, and then hit him down here, which is completely ridiculous and is not feasible for this project in any way, shape, or form, or any project for that matter. So, if you guys have any ideas, go right ahead and suggest them, but I'm pretty sure that I've tried it, and if I haven't, I've pretty much shot the idea into the garbage because it's not going to work. Still, suggest ideas. I would love to hear something that would actually function. I just like having this be a simple thing where all I got to do is punch them, but I guess that's not possible. That's a shame. So I guess what we're going to be doing is we're going to make it so that my little project back in the mindcrack server is going to be using stone swords, or iron swords as the case may be, since they like to drop iron, and I'm probably going to be getting a lot of it. Well, at any rate, I'm going to call it here for now, guys. This has frustrated the hell out of me, and I just want to stop right now. Plus, I'd like to get this video up at some point, so you guys have a good one.